Welcome to the Adaptation vlog. My name is Sarah J. once again, for those of you that still don't know me. And this week's topic is adaptations that we want to be redone. These are adaptations of books or short stories to film that we've all seen. Some of us actually really love. Others of us, for some reason or other, feel that they should be redone. Either the actors weren't great, the director was awful, the sets were just weird, they changed the story completely, which is the case most of the time. So, yeah, these are our top picks. Nicole thinks that Jane Eyre should be done, and not just Jane Eyre, one of the adaptations, but like all of them. Like, she thinks we should just forget about all of them and make a brand new one. Seeing as one just came out recently within the past couple of years, and that's the only one I've ever seen, I don't know if I agree, because I'm not familiar with the story. But according to Nicole, none of the adaptations have really lived up to the story so far. It was either blasé acting, weird sets, awkward ways of storytelling, which, based on the one I saw, is actually pretty accurate. There was a couple parts that I was just not quite sure what was happening. She thinks that it needs to be redone. Pride and Prejudice was done, the version with Keira Knightley, which I thought was a really good adaptation. That's beside the point. That doesn't even belong in an adaptation we want redone. That's just good on its own. Or she thinks it should be done in the same style as The Great Gatsby. True to the book, but using current technology to our advantage. I'm not really sure what the current technology would mean. Maybe like CGI flames, houses burning down, crazy ladies in attics, I'm not even sure. Next up we have Jen, and her pick that needs to be redone is My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult. I say I have to agree, even though I've never read the book. I actually went with Jen and Jess to go see the movie the night it came out, and there was a little bit wrong with it. It is a tearjerker, but the movie changed the ending, and the ending is actually what made the entire book, from what Jen has told me. It was the fatal flaw. It was basically its Achilles heel. The book ending, even though it was sad, is what made the book, and so once you change that, you just basically change the essence of the entire thing, and the people that were diehard fans, and that was like the ultimate moment for them in the book, you just totally ruined it. Like you didn't even care about the fans and the story in general. Jen thinks that the casting was bad. I'm gonna agree with her a little bit. Cameron Diaz kind of sucked in her portrayal of a mother. She wasn't so much a mother bear as she was just an overbearing asshole. Let's move on, because talking about this movie is not just depressing in general because of the story, but just the movie. Ugh. Jess's pick is Inkheart by Cornelia Funke? Cornelia Funke. It's not that the original film was all bad. She thinks the casting for Mo and Maggie was actually really good, but she says that they just messed up the script and ending, mainly that they didn't leave it open-ended so that it could continue into the 2 more books in the series, which she thinks are awesome. Capricorn and Bastard were comical, but not the heartless villains they were supposed to be, according to the series. Once again, this isn't a series I've read. Actually, I watched the movie first, thinking, oh, maybe if I see the movie it'll make me interested in the books. Complete opposite. I watched the movie and was like, I don't ever want to open this book. Like, ever. Pointless. For me, that's just the kiss of death for an adaptation, you know? A good adaptation, if you've never read the source material, you're not familiar with it, you see it on screen, or, you know, you listen to the audiobook or whatever, and it makes you want to go read that book. It makes you want to seek out the source material and get more into the story. But this, like, completely did not do that for me at all. My pick that needs to be redone is the entire Percy Jackson series, because the first movie wasn't so bad, but when I had seen it, I actually hadn't read any of the books. So for the most part, I wasn't aware of what's going on, so what I saw was pretty good. It made sense on screen. There were a couple things that were weird, like rock god Hades, who looked like he was just like a washed up, coked out 80s hair metal band lead singer or something. That was kind of weird. I mean, the rest of it was really good. I really liked it. I've always liked mythology. I thought it was a great way to tie it in for modern audiences, especially young kids you're trying to get into reading. For me, it was supposed to be my next Harry Potter. I mean, I read it when I was like 21, but it was still supposed to be awesome. It was awesome, and then I read the books, and the first movie was so good, and then the second movie came out. Lord, give me patience. I feel like I waited for it forever. Like, I literally had prophetic dreams about it, like, years before it came out. I was like, they're gonna make a second book. One day I just woke up and I knew it. New. And then it was a huge disappointment. Like, it tried really hard in the first 10 minutes to be close to the book, and it was for the most part. And then it just, like, started here and just kept going this way until all of a sudden it was like, shh. I'm sitting here like, you make no sense, why? They did, to their credit, try to leave it open-ended at the end with the whole Talia thing to continue the story, but it was just so weird the way they did it. It was just awkward and it's just bad. Can we just start over? Can we start over, please? Last but not least, we have Dorn's pick, which is The Black Cauldron I've never heard of any other version besides the Disney one, so I'm assuming this is what she's talking about. According to Doran, there's much more to the story and the characters than the animated film had shown. She said that it was really flat and just kind of boring compared to the original content. Once again, this is not a story I'm familiar with in print. I should read more. You know, I remember watching The Black Cauldron as a kid, and damn, that stuff is scary. But I thought it was pretty good, to be honest. And I think it did come out again. Audiences in this day and age would probably be more receptive to the darker themes of it. Wouldn't classify it so much of a kid's movie now, but I mean, if they remade it into live action and used all the CGI available to them, oh, it'd be a good movie. I think they'd have something going there. And according to Doran, if they were to work on the script some more and the storytelling and the characters, golden. Yep, those are all the adaptations that we at Team Adaptation Podcast feel should be redone. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to actually download the podcasts and listen to them, as well as check out our Facebook and Twitter. So, thanks for watching. Till next time.